Money slow to enter.
Which kind of song did you sing today?
Money quick to go.
Who sang the song?
Am I? It's a spiritual problem. I don't know where, as it's coming, there's a force.
Hi guys.
Welcome back to our channel.
It is Ada Uju
And Nelson.
I'm trying to make this guy Ada and Nelson. I'm trying to make this guy a YouTuber. He's going through a lot. He's going through it. But are you enjoying the filming?
Of course. Of course.
It's fun for us, right? Yeah. So from the title, you guys can see what we're going to talk about today.
Money, cash, ego, kudi, l'argent.
What's that, l'argent?
Emefiele.
Which Emefiele? I don't say thunder fire him, but that is what it is. That's what it is.
Yeah. So, and you know, when you talk of money when it comes to
human
two or
relation
more people, so it can be a couple, it can be pastors in church. Money is a big matter in church. You know, it can be family members, it can be whatever.
Your employees at work.
You know, so money is always a big issue. But what we want to talk about today is money between
in the home.
In the home after marriage.
Yeah, after marriage.
What happens to the guy who comes to you and tell you, baby, I got chains, I got these diamonds, $300 million. No, they do that. Guys do show off.
Is that those Yahoo guys that do that now?
They can show you off muzzle, they can show off car, they can show off one kind of English that you have never heard before. And the guy is so intelligent because the guy concocted one word like that.
Obnoxious.
You understand? Maybe he doesn't even know the meaning. Happens now that same person changes from that point. In fact, maybe the girl was in a relationship about to marry tomorrow. And for people who money is the beginning and the end of life, they tell you that guy is not taking care of you. As a pretty lady like you, you should not be trekking. Hop into my car, let me buy you a motor. You understand? You know, Elijah will do that easily for you and carry your destiny.
Okay, so what happens?
What happens that you guys now get married and then the same person is telling you there's no money. As you see the country now, there's no money everywhere.
And they have money.
No money, yes. So what happens that same person now
begins to hide
that money from you. Okay. Now that's the perspective of the guy, because we know the women, people are always hiding money.
Me, I'm not
always. If you see where my grandmother used to lose in her wrapper before or in her room. That's why nobody should arrange a room. They should leave it as it is.
Okay, let me take it from here, right? I think one of the reasons why I'm not limiting my answer whether to both male or female, because it happens both ways. You know, I think one of the reasons why couples hide money from each other, first of all, one of them is a spendthrift. Okay. One of them is a spendthrift. And in the both of us, I'm the spendthrift.
Yeah, in a couple, you always have somebody who spends a little more or very more, and somebody who is more conserved with spending. Yeah,
so one of them is a spendthrift. So there's somebody who wants. Some men hide their account balance because the moment their wife sees, okay, this man has small money in their. Some people that lavish money don't understand that this money can finish now. That 10 million, 20 million, 1 million you are seeing is actually nothing. If a situation arises now, it will finish in
money slow to enter.
Which kind of song did you sing today?
Money quick to go.
Who sang the song?
Am I?
Oh really?
Yeah.
Am I? Hello to you.
And then there's another one, debit. Any small worker these days now, debit. I will release my album very soon.
Please don't release it on this YouTube channel. Just go Burugawa to another place.
I say I know people, friends, family, and the rest. That the moment they see this alert, this money
they
has
don't
come,
get themselves.
that night they will not sleep. Yeah, there is 1,001. You can't advise those people. Don't try it. You are wasting your time. The only time they will listen to you is when money finishes and
they are broke.
Kwakwa. If you see business ideas, they'll
Okay.
But if that money is there, it's like spirit. That night they will not sleep. I know there are some of you here that are like that.
So I think one person is a spendthrift, and the other person might not really be stingy, but the person thinks about the future. So that is one. Secondly, you realize that this person is just here to rip you off. There are some people that are in transactional marriage. It is not for love. It's just, okay, I give birth for you. You can do whatever you want to do outside. Have girlfriends outside, but you must bring the money home. You understand? So some people are in transactional marriages, and maybe the man wooed them with money, but expecting to get their love. But right now they are in here for the love, for the money, and not the love. And the man cannot keep up, because maybe some people do that. It might be self-esteem issue.
Even Dangote had losses.
Yes, it might be self-esteem
Facebook,
issue. Yeah,
all of them, they experience. What do you do at that point?
Yeah.
So I wanted to add, there are some people. I think there was a survey on radio station. They were talking on the program, and some of us, a couple of us friends, were there, and they were saying, between money and attention, which one is your love language as a girl? Which one would you? And fun enough, our female friends there said, what would they now love would chop, that kind of language. I understand there's the taking care of part. Said as he's a man, let him just provide the money and disappear. Like he doesn't need to be there.
There's some people that are not really, they don't like people.
So whatever he even goes to do, it's not
their
his
business. Yeah.
And so you actually hear some of those men come and say, I gave you money, I bought car for you, I built house. What else do you want? Because that's the only thing they owe you. Okay. No attention, no presence, no, so everybody has his own based on what you communicated to yourselves. Like if I'm toasting you and I start with money, each time you see me, you are thinking of the money you want to ask.
Okay, so let me ask you now, what will make you hide money from me? Because at this point, you don't hide money from me.
I don't hide money from you.
No, I know. I said, like now, and we are talking about in case of couple.
Yeah.
Because this, what bettered this topic was something I saw on Twitter. Where was it Twitter or listening?
Before I go into that, I get your point. Before I go into that, now if it is the husband that is a spendthrift, it's a big problem. If he's the major financier of the home. Because as money is coming, he's blowing it. And now, guess what many of those people will say? It's a spiritual problem. I don't know where, as it's coming, there's a force.
And the problem is, if he's the spendthrift, and he knows the wife has, he will now use authoritarian power to suppress her.
He can even collect her own join.
Yes.
Or, blackmail her or whatever.
Or even report to family.
Now, but if it's the other way around, the woman is spendthrift, the man is the more conservative.
He will hold his money down.
He will hold it down,
whatever you want to do,
but he's going to create some form of friction.
In the home.
Now, women, this is the way they do. They don't go alone. They indoctrinate the society. That's why the devil went through Eve. Now, look at this now. They asked the man for money for additional DSTV that they'll be using in their bedroom. Let the children have their own in their room, and let there be another.
Which maybe at that point the man has other financial.
This is not a priority. She goes and with the children, they say your father doesn't want to do this, and before you know, the whole family is on one block against the man. And he knows what is on the ground, the needs expected. He doesn't know or knows what is coming next, both in money and the next needs. Now, some of those women will end up saying you have never done anything for them, no matter what you do, if it's on the woman's side. Now you ask, what will make me?
Yeah, because let's hear from a man, because I know what will make me hide money from you, but let me hear from you first.
Now me, I approach my own things differently. I'll start war from the beginning. I will not hide money from. That's what I'm trying to say.
In your own house.
I know many people hide because the woman demands so much. If she needed,
maybe you keep money in the pocket, and when she takes it without letting you know,
or
and when you
in
go
my
out,
account or whatever. If the woman used to ask you for 10K to buy uniform for one or ashwebi for one wedding, and she notices one amount, and it's very huge in your account, it's going to become 60K, 90K. And if you can't provide it, you've caused problem in your marriage. So, is it you that exposed your bank account that is the bad person, or is the woman that is asking based on what she's seeing there, so that we have to enjoy our life today. You understand? Tomorrow might be no more.
That is one problem too. The spendthrift in the home, when the person sees, maybe the other person who thinks well or who wants to save sees the money the person has, they now feel like you have this money and you don't want to spend it. And to avoid problem, like me, I feel like if I'm in that position and the man is being problematic, I will just hide the money. Let peace reign. You understand? Yeah.
Now, so in my own case, I won't hide the money. I won't hide the money for so many reasons that I don't have time to say now. But you see that war, that you are seeing that money and we are not going to use it anyhow. We are going to do the war. You understand?
Okay.
Now, in marriage, there is always a balance. The spendthrift might be loud, lavish, and irresponsible with spending. And they will have even Bible passage to
back it up. A man that cannot take care of the wife is worse than an infidel.
They will even tell you, Ecclesiastes, say there's a time for spending and there's a time for... Money is to be spent. Money is not to be kept. It's to be spent. All those people that gathered all those billions, now that they change money, is it not cockroach now? And they tell you all sorts of things.
Okay.
They can even tell you the wisest saying there's always something to prove whatever nonsense you are doing. Now, this other person who is more careful, I want to put the careful in quotes, with spending. In some cases now, that person might be seen as stingy.
Yeah, stingy. And sometimes when the person now notices that, okay, because you're constantly seeing my account balance, they now have like a separate account. Yeah. Fiba, growing up, I grew up in Delta State. I've had people who used to come to my mom, even in Lagos, when they complained to my mom that, oh, their husband found out that they had money in so account, that if the man sees that they have money in this account, he makes sure, like, he troubles them. I know, you don't see it, but there are some people that cannot function where they strive, you know. You know, some people that, if you like, jump up, jump down. That wrestling we were watching, I bet they were beating her. She was still pushing herself, you know, to the bar of the distance. There are people that cannot function where they strive. So if you finding out that I have this money in this account, we create problem. We can just be broke. I can tell you I don't have. Because we've had situations where I think it's worse when it's on the part of the woman. You've experienced that too.
Of course.
It's worse on the part of the woman because if the man, for example, a man who is a poor spender, you know, and he has bright business ideas with huge money that he cannot finance. He doesn't have the money to finance it. And for some reasons, it's not like the woman gets the best pay, but because she has the ability to save and to run around to still do other businesses, she has more money than you know. Then she borrows you 1 million, you waste it. She borrows you 2 million, you waste it. Then maybe one day, you mistake, and you ask her again, she says she doesn't have. You believe she doesn't have. Then one day you see an alert of 5 million. You don't know if it's for a deal. Then you begin to create problems. You even report to the family. And you know, other women in the family who are not in the shoes of the woman will say, for peace to reign. And that is killing somebody.
Yeah.
You understand? So I think this is one major reason why women hide money.
That's true.
I have another reason, but, you know, go
There
on.
was a point you made. You said, bright business idea. Beware of anybody that have bright business
that they cannot
idea.
finance.
See, business idea, it's okay. When that word bright comes inside, beware. Remember I told you that whenever these people get money, they lavish it. The moment it finishes, that word bright. See.
Okay.
Oh my God. If they finish telling you this thing, you
would think that money, that business will be fetching 5 million every day.
Every blessed day. Beware of bright business ideas.
And I think another problem in a home is when the woman feels, my money, it's my money. Your money, it's our money. I think that's a parasitic financial institution in that home. Because you have one person who is constantly doling out money, even if he has the whole money in the world. For example, I might have 1K, but if somebody gives me 1K extra, I'm happy because I've saved my 1K. So if in a home you have somebody who doesn't spend her money, I know we're in Africa where most homes in Africa, the man is the financial, bears the financial burden. But there's also love when women can pick up responsibilities here and
around the world. It's default. Even when we watch
Animal Planet, some places in the abroad they do it 50-50.
See, they do 50-50 maybe comes when there's divorce. It's not like I'm disagreeing. We have women who are taking 101%, and the man is playing draft.
Okay,
in fact, some women package the man, buy him car, and get somewhere for the man to just be going, so that he's not ashamed. They're not going to laugh at her. You understand? But we're talking of the percentage, the majority, the responsible men by default. What you see. The thing is, family is a teamwork. You see these fingers, they're different lengths, different directions, but they help us in holding different tools. I think by default, any normal man
or woman
will not.
I don't think you should. If you feel comfortable when you see your spouse struggling and you have money and you withhold,
you don't have to struggle.
No, that situation.
You don't even have to see the spouse struggling.
You should pick up responsibility.
There are spouses that don't struggle. They can do a lot of things. But you don't want to feel like, I'm earning. Let me take up. Even if it's this small thing, let me do. You understand? Even if it's in the pocket money he gives you, and you now say, okay, let me also do it. You should feel, even if it's not to you, it's to the kids, the ruler, pencil, socks. All those kind, take them out. Small packs here and there. You understand? Even that person sees what you are doing, and whatever he's doing towards you, the value is going to also rise. It's supposed to be teamwork.
Okay.
The father has a duty. The mother has a duty. Like I said, every relationship has to be give and take. If not, it's a parasitic relationship. And when a parasite is eating only from one, that thing dies, and the parasite will die too, or will move to the next one.
Okay.
So the father has a responsibility. The mother has a responsibility. Even the children. You get? Now, when I say support in the house, and when I mention children as well, it doesn't necessarily mean they are bringing money as their kids.
The joy they give you.
Everybody comes together, and don't come and be this redundant dead leg in the family.
No.
So in money, it applies a lot. You are a group of people. This one takes care of this. This one takes care of that. You guys are. Bible says 1 shall kill 1,000,
and 2
10,000, and 2 is supposed to be 2,000, but it killed times. So you see, it's a difference when everybody comes together.
You have said because of your build, your tolerance level, you will not hide your money.
I will not hide.
Yeah, no, I said.
Now I should move. I was trying to point something that I didn't conclude there. Now don't forget what you wanted to say though. The spendthrift should learn to spend less and spend more responsibly.
Or spend your money and don't disturb me.
Whoever we call prudent spender might just be a stingy person too. He should learn to spend a little more. So both of you would move a little from your positions. That's what marriage does. You understand? So I won't hide it from you. You want to make trouble, you will make trouble, and you die. Every trouble has beginning and end.
Okay, that is him. But for someone who's in a situation whereby
you hide it.
You hide it. So when people say it's wrong to hide your finances, it depends on the situation where the person is.
Yes.
If that will give you peace of mind, you have somebody that if this person knows you borrowed the person 2 million, has not paid you back. Is not planning to pay you back. They report and when they report the matter, even sometimes they report to your own family or to his own family, they will support him.
Reporting? Who are you reporting to? Be careful who you report to, because
they might add more fire.
I'm telling you, which you didn't report in some cases.
So in that situation, when you see that, what will society tell the woman? It's your husband, or manage or give.
Or in case of wife, they will say, every money you are making is for wife. Then your mother will come and say, me, that I was the one that carried it for 9 months. See, she will now remove the breast in the market and say, this breast.
Is it market?
They had them to come out breast.
YouTube don't like this video.
Breast.
He's even saying it again.
YouTube, they are not serious.
Siba, so that is, for me, I would say when it comes to hiding money, there's no straight path. the problem is if two of you are transparent to each other, he is not a spendthrift. He is not wasting your money.
He's not your child will not be sick. There's money in account and he's saying,
he opens up to you, and for some reason you just decide to hide money. That one is bad. But if one person is a parasite, one person is a spendthrift, doesn't think about, just wants to lavish the money. If hiding the money will give you peace of mind, hide the money. If you are like Mr. Nomga and is ready to wage war, you will see the alert. You will not do anything about it. Anyone that paddles your canoe, shoots your boat.
On the other hand, God forbid, none of you will die young, but you will all die one day.
Yeah.
So the husband is older, and he died at the age of 150, and he does not let maybe madam know
of the money. You will see bank managers stealing money.
That thing goes to armed robbers' hand. What do you think you are doing?
Yeah.
Do you get? Or instead, he now tells maybe his brother and sister
who might not have good intentions.
Who definitely are not like him. They don't have good intentions. Everybody is looking to leech. And, your children cannot go to school or cannot do one or two things that they want to do. And then they come to... There's supposed to be a balance. I understand that these days, for transactional wives, you die, they are on to the next man. And you don't want them to carry your hard-earned saving and give the next man. Let the next man, whatever he's doing, let him do with them. But your children should not suffer, right? Yeah, but there's always a balance with that. So there are different scenarios.
I think, in fact, the key here, because although the truth is, you can't know somebody finish when you're dating.
People change every day.
Yes.
They know, yesterday, the person upgrades tomorrow.
So, sometimes they tell some women that if you see these signs, like men who are stingy, they don't give money, even when you are dating, they ask you for money. Sometimes they tell you that if you see these signs in dating,
just say, I will change him.
No, they do not say so.
Is that not what they always say?
Some very wise women will tell you to leave. Because they've walked in that shoe, Even as a man,
that's a big one.
Some people will tell you if you can't curtail it now, is it that you leave her or you know that you have to battle this in your marriage.
Let me ask you something. How many women have you advised?
I don't advise people.
Okay.
I don't know.
How many women in particular, especially women in love, have you advised and she actually did what you said you should do?
I don't advise
I've never seen one.
Maybe it's you that advise.
Not a single one.
Yeah. So God will help us. God will help us.
Amen.
So just whatever rocks your boat.
Yes.
Whatever gives you peace of mind.
Yes.
But if the both of you are transparent with each other, I don't see any reason why you should hide money. But if there's a situation where you are seeing the future, this person has refused to see the future. They feel like something must kill a man. We eat now, we die now. If hiding the money will give you peace of mind, hide it.
That's why it's good for both parties to earn. If you have a lavish...
But some of the men earn.
Yes.
They waste it and follow the woman.
If you have a lavish man, there are basic things. Food in the house, 1 or 2 bills. Maybe your makeup, your cream, and the rest, you didn't really care about it. But you're earning. And you two don't like to see your children looking haggard. Because some of those people like that, you want to wage war for. But the next 100 years you wage for, you go tire. So you would now say, okay, these remaining things, let me see what I can do to at least minimize the damage. Yeah, we wish it were not like this, but you can't wage war forever. You can't continue playing hide and seek, criminal things. I don't have strength for that one. I don't know. There are some people that do. But from your own little way, you can now decide to make up. We eventually, we always complement each other. That's why it is like that. So in your own little way, without giving yourself headache, you have one life. One day kids are grown, and kids always remember mother first, than even that. All those things would. I believe again, it comes down to balance.
Balance, yeah.
Yeah,
balance.
You try to work it out, doesn't work. See what you can get and see how you can balance it from this end.
Yeah, so that's it, guys. Those are our thoughts, or these are our thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, do make sure to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to give us a super thanks or super chat, anyone.
And tell us your own experience.
Tell us your own experience.
And what you feel like could be.
If you feel like your spouse will one day come across the video, go and use a dummy account to contact and send a message. Yes. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.
Bye.
Like the village girl that I am.